Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Barrow Hill, Curse of the Ancient Circle. In the last episode our car broke down and then we ended up here at some sort of a hotel in Barrow Hill. And we haven't really done much here. We haven't even done any real puzzles either. The only thing we did was this jigsaw puzzle here, and oh, it looks like it has restarted. Well, I'm not gonna bother to do that shit again. I don't even know if we even need to do that at all. I mean, it's just a simple jigsaw puzzle.
Why? What's gonna happen?
And then we also, found this guy who is locked inside this office, scared shitless.
Why did I have to be here? Why tonight?
Let's refresh our memory and find out what he said last time.
What? Get away from me! What do you think you're doing? In the darkness, after the power surge, I couldn't light that stupid lantern. I didn't have any matches left to try.
Oh yes.
You'll be able to get about easier if you can find some. Can't you hear it? Why didn't I listen? All those stories, all those people who have disappeared. Maybe they were true. Stay away! Stay away from the Barrow!
Yeah, okay. I really love how the characters are animated and how terrible the voice acting is so far. But yeah, and as a matter of fact, we do have matches here. So now we need to find that lantern, I take it. But before we go anywhere else from here, let's go inside the cafe here. And now it's suddenly very quiet. Well, not anymore. And what do we have here? Oh, drawing or painting of sunflowers. Lovely. And then we have some cups, and this seems to be some sort of a cleaning stuff, basically. Can we pick up these cups? Alright, I guess we can't pick them up, but we can interact with them. Is there something inside there? Yeah, I don't think we can pick these things up. And I don't think that we need... And I still actually don't know how the hell I'm supposed to use these items. Oh, and also we got this book. Well, might as well give this one a read quickly. Corny's Funky Kingdom. Introduction. This is a beginner's guide to identifying some of the fascinating specimens of the Corny's Funky Kingdom. Yeah, fascinating, I'm sure. Mushrooms are found all over the world. No shit. Growing in diverse locations and found in a plethora of size, shape and color. Over 4,000 varieties can be found in the British Isle. Well, that's quite a lot of different varieties, I give you that. Fungus is not a plant, nor an animal. The mushroom we see is only the fruiting body. The fungus itself hides out of view as microscopic strands of fiber, decomposing dead and living material. Although the mushrooms or toadstools we see may only last for a matter of days, the fungi fibres themselves can live for a very long time. Some of these fungi are known to have lived for hundreds of years. Identifying and collecting. Some fungi can only be identified with a microscope. Do not gather mushrooms without an expert who can correctly identify them. Do not attempt to gather mushrooms to eat until you are one of these experts yourself. Alright. Many species are thought to be in decline, with pesticides and chemicals polluting their native environments. As a beginner, appreciate the mushrooms in their location and allow the fruiting bodies to continue growing and complete its life cycle. Warning: many safe mushrooms are very similar to deadly poisonous varieties. Caution must be taken with all mushrooms. As a beginner, identify and observe with extreme caution. And then we got different mushroom types here. Alright. Okie dokie. I can actually even recognize some of these. Yeah, this one is poisonous, alright. Yeah, deadly poisonous, I thought so. Alright, now that's everything. Don't know where we're gonna use this book yet, but I guess we'll find out eventually. Ah, menu. What's on the menu, I wonder? What's this? Chocolate? Did we get some of that stuff? No, oh no, we're just poking it just because we can, apparently. Anything else? No. Can't check the menu. Or anything else, apparently. Only this chocolate sauce. Or at least I assume it's I assume it's chocolate. A back door. Can't see shit. But we can actually we can actually go through it. Alright. At first I thought that we couldn't open this door because there's a trash can in the way. Alright, let's go back. Let's go back. Ah, goddammit, it's... Oh, it must have been only me. Oh, let's go back inside. Back to the cafeteria. Moving is a little awkward, admittedly. Can I turn around? Yes, what do we have here? Arthurian legends. Mythology gives way to ancient history. King Arthur is a mystery. His story has been told by numerous generations, but it remains just a story. Many of the ancient monuments you can visit across Cornwall now have Arthurian legends attached to them. The story of King Arthur is perhaps the most exported. Or the most exported. Reading is so hard sometimes. One version of the legend suggests that Arthur was a Cornishman and that Cornwall was his kingdom. The castle of Tintagel is now associated with Arthur. Its true past forgotten. We can say for certain that the term Arthur has become a collective name, absorbing stories of a hero of the ancient people and their rulers, forgotten kings and great warriors. Who were these ancient powers that have been consumed by the Arthurian legends we know today? History suggests there were not many people here in prehistoric Cornwall and the early Stone Age. These forgotten folk grew over the centuries with migration from Europe, Ireland, Wales, and the rest of the UK. Cornwall became divided into small kingdoms, each with their own rulers, deities, fates, and folktales. Invaders came to conquer the UK, driving people from one area to another. The legends of their own heroes moved with them. Even the invasion of Julius Caesar in 55 BC led to further stories of a hero which have since been devoured into modern Arthurian fiction. Cornwall has remained an outpost of ancient times, retaining much of its forgotten past in the ancient sites you can now visit. We can get a glimpse at our forgotten kings and deities by looking at sites such as Leinon Kjort, however you're supposed to spell that, found between Penzance and Land's End. Modern myth tells us that King Arthur used the stone top as a dining table before his last battle. The Arthurian legend essentially desecrates this well-preserved burial chamber of one of our real ancient kings. And a cryptic crossword. And we have to do this shit next. So what is 2? Plant used in cooking. Mint. Opposite to stop. Go. Well, that's obvious enough. So I don't think that we need to do this, but maybe we need to. Maybe this word mint here has some meaning. So plant used in cooking. Maybe we have to remember that. Anything else here? A letter. Ben, thank you for the flowers you left me. They were a lovely surprise. You know how much work I have been putting into my night course. With the exam over, I look forward to finding out how I have scored. Wish me luck. I was wondering if you would like to go out and celebrate, or not, as the case may be, when I get the results. I'm sure George will let you have a night off. MXX. And that's salt, I take it. And cigarettes. Merrill's smoking kills. Yeah. Oh wait, maybe this is sugar and this is... Oh wait, this is salt and this is sugar maybe. I don't know. Oh, cupcake. And we can't pick this up. We can touch them, but that's pretty much it. At least I'm quite sure that we cannot pick any of these stuff up. And that's a ketchup. That's ketchup, I assume. An energy drink. And a sandwich that hasn't been eaten yet. And it looks rather good. Maybe I could take a bite. I could actually take a bite of something right now. Just more portraits. Yeah, lots of stuff on this table, but we can't pick any of them. Or if we can't, then I'm being very dense and I have no idea how I'm supposed to pick these things up. I mean, it's a point-and-click adventure game. You would think that it's easy that you just click on them. Well, I'm just gonna assume that I can pick them up. But if there is a way to pick them up, then let me know in the comments, because if I can pick them up, then I'm just being dumb right now. Not knowing how to play this very simple game. What do we have here? More cupcakes. Now, can we go here? Yes, we can. More cupcakes. Wait, what did I just do? Why did I just turn it around like that? I have no idea what I'm doing here. No idea. Now look at these waffles with chocolate syrup on them. What do we have here? To all staff, please note that fake £10 notes are circulated in this area. Any notes accepted will be deducted from pay. Things to look out for. Is the note blurred? Does the note feel thin or fat? Is the note blank? Is the note in English? Is the note rectangular? What do we have here? These are the list of the employees' shifts, I take it. Nothing too interesting here. Oh wait, yo. So Ben and George are doing do the bumps, whatever that bumps even mean. And kitchen is being taken care of by Carol and Maggie, and apparently Ben sometimes. And the cafe is being taken care of by, well, Carol and Maggie for the most part. The Siperos template for idiot people with no DTP skills. School disco, hardcore trance, November 2nd to 7th. The Bunker, Duloy, Cornwall. School disco, hardcore trance. That's very hard to believe. Very hard to believe, considering the picture we are seeing here. With, I don't know, is that a Holy Mary or something? I don't know. School disco. Yeah, that's a weird choice of a picture, but whatever. Ben, Maggie has phoned in sick today, and Carol is still on holiday. I shall be here during the day, working in the office while it is quiet. I can cover your role on the pumps if you can work in the kitchen. The washing up can wait till tomorrow, if you are too busy. Mr. Morse has also requested that you keep the volume down on that radio. I know the evening shift can be boring, but try to keep the noise down a little as the poor guy is trying to sleep. Please have a tidy up and vacuum this evening. Mr. Morse. I think Morse is the archaeologist that came to these parts to do some archaeological diggings, if I'm not mistaken. Edward Briss, local pasties sausages. Babs Caps. Not sure if I have to memorize these numbers or anything and call someone. Do we have any money here? Oh, and again this weird hand symbol. So can I use the items on this thing? I don't know. Oh, Ben, can you deliver Phil's dinner to motel room number 2 tonight at 6:30? He said he'll be out on his evening rounds of the dig site. So just leave it for him when he gets back in. Don't forget, the lock is set to 384. Alright, we are getting somewhere here. I think I'm going to write that down somewhere real quick. So, 384. Alright. Remember, the star and what did you call this? Slash keys reset the lock. Oh, alright. Oh, hashtag. That's what it was. Hashtag. Right? Now, wasn't there a door here? Yes. So that's employees only, I take it. But fuck it, we're gonna go in. So this is the kitchen. Oh, that's a lantern. And yeah, and there's no matches there. So, we can move different parts. So, how am I supposed to use the matches here again? I have no idea. I can't even pick this shit up. Maybe that's not the lantern we're looking for, although it certainly looks like it. Can I go anywhere around here? No. Maybe it's because it's too dark in here and I can't see shit. So that's why maybe I can't move forward. I have to see something in order to... Alright, you know what? Let's check... God damn it. Let's check the options here real quick and help. Alright, so what the hell do this mean? Pick up or use? Use inventory item. Alright, but how do I do that? Items collected during the game are stored in the inventory. The inventory is hidden from view until your mouse moves to the top or bottom part of the screen. The inventory is divided into sections. Items that you can use in specific places, as indicated by this cursor, are gathered at the bottom left of the screen. Gathered at the bottom left of the screen. Alright. Items that you can use anywhere or at any time are gathered at the top right of the screen. Alright, good to know. So that's why the book was over here and the crayon and the matches were down here. Items that you make, which you can use in specific places as indicated by the cursor, are gathered at the top center of the screen. Alright, top center. Organic items can be collected once you have the gathering basket. Oh, so I have to pick up that at some point. The basket stores the contents which can be examined in a specific location found in game. Well, alright. I think I got the idea. Alright, so I can't use any items here. At least the symbol doesn't come up, and I can't pick this shit up. Alright. Alright. So this is not the lantern that we need. Oh wait. Ah, there is the symbol. Aha, there we go. I'm learning. Oh, God, I didn't want to leave. Aha, we had to turn this. Alright, alright. So, how do I... Where am I supposed to use this? Oh, I have to scratch it on there, of course, first. There we go. Ah, now I can pick it up. And now we got a lantern. Fuck yes. I'm learning, folks. I'm learning. Alright, so can we now move forward here? Or do we even need to? Lots of dishes around here. Ben has been very lazy here. But I wonder, will I might have to relight the lantern at some point, or I might have to find oil or whatever this thing uses, whatever it chooses. Well, I guess we'll find out eventually. But hey, at least we got a lantern, and then we also got the motel room number 2 passcode as well. Wait, no, leave. But what about here? I can only use certain items here, and it's none of these, I take it. Oh, this book? Because I can use... Wait, because, well, it's a book. Of course I can use it here. Alright. Alright, let's leave. Oh, what about this? Doesn't have the symbol on it, so I guess I can't use anything here. But now that we have the lantern, anything new this guy has to say? Wait, what? Oh, there we go.
Who's that?
I wonder if this is Ben, by the way.
Oh, it's you. I've been watching you on the CCTV camera.
Oh,
walking about. Don't you know what's out there?
No.
I hear it. The voices in my head. They echo on and on and on. Timeless. Fearless. Faceless. It's heavy with sleep after feeding. It'll wake soon. It'll come for you. It's tracking you. Following your scent. And mine. I hope you're next. Then maybe it'll leave me alone.
You're such a dick, you know that?
Shadow moves. Even with that lamp you'll not get far. It's only a matter of time before it finds you, hunts you down. If I can hide long enough, someone's bound to come. Maybe I can get away. And why shouldn't I? Why? Why? Maybe it was you all along. Murderer. Murderer. They were just arriving. They'd just driven in and it caught them. Burnt them. Cut them down as they ran. It happened in seconds. It couldn't have been real.
I think
I must have been dreaming.
Here.
Get away from me!
It's Hound Hunter.
Jesus, he is such a
Sentry.
hysterical and paranoid dick. Well, fine. I didn't want to save you anyway or anything. Bitch. Die for all I care. Alright, so let's go to this hotel room. It was number 2 and here it was 384. So 384. Let's go in. So this is the archaeologist's room, if I'm not mistaken. Anything to see here? Okay. Guff Rock. One of the big rocks at the Barrow Hill Circle, I think. Anything here? Aha, that must be the map of the area. Oh, and those are the stones. The Barrow Hill stones, I take it. And this is where we are. This is the motel. These 3 are the motel rooms, and we are there in the middle. And there is the cafeteria, and then there's the restrooms. The parking lot is here. And our car is somewhere around here. I don't know what that place is. Oh, maybe that's the archaeological dig site. That could be it. And those are the rocks, I assume. But there seems to be something there blocking the way. Or maybe it's a door that we need to open or something, I don't know. Or gate. And I think we tried to go here last time, in the last episode before we arrived here. Before we arrived here. But we couldn't go there. But maybe we can now go there, now that we have the lantern and we can actually see shit. The other option is that we go here and see what we have over there. Alright. I can't pick it up, can I? No? This map could have actually been handy to have. So what do we have here? Dear Lucy, thanks for the letters. It's been a long time since we spoke. I know, but there's comfort in knowing you are scrutinizing our findings. Your report on the soil samples from our trenches arrived yesterday. Conrad is deep in the details. I haven't had a chance to read it yet. Conrad wanted a full survey of the hill, including the outer circle, using GPS. But the machine seems broken. Instead, we have opened up an explorative trench into the mound of the Barrow, in the center of the circle. The geophysical survey suggests we might have some interesting finds. What the hell was that? Is something behind me? No. It was just creepy music fucking with me. So anyway, the geophysical survey suggests we might have some interesting finds. I'll keep you posted. Conrad has become more fixated with the site than the protesters, the hippies who arrived recently. They have been hiding and stealing things in the night. We have resorted to hiding our stuff in an empty motel room. It's a pain, but necessary. So is it this room, possibly? Or one of the two others. Anyway, I have noticed Conrad has been sipping a little more than usual. Sipping some booze, I take it, from his hip flask of whiskey. Yeah, I thought so. He's all worked up tonight after losing the damn thing. We were digging a new trench at the time. He's gone out again to look for it. It's a strange devotion. Hang on. Weird, Lucy. Listen, something very strange is going on here. At first I thought it was my imagination. I'll tell you more in person. Pete. Pete Aston, Motel Room 2, Barrow Hill Service Station, September 21st. Alright. And what is that, a radio? Why are you going away? Well, anyway, don't do that. Oh, maybe that's a battery charger of some kind. Maybe for a phone. And I can't make out what it's saying down here. I think that's a dig inside. If not, then it could also be a grave. So we need a specific item for here. It's none of these, I take it. Fine. What about on this bed? Journal of Pete Aston. What a day! I have just been given the opportunity to join Conrad Morse's excavation of the scheduled ancient monument known as Barrow Hill. I have begun this journal to keep track of information regarding the project. June 11th. Professor Morse has personally funded this dig and is providing a more than a generous wage. The funds will allow me to investigate other sites I have been dying to get my trowel into. I was surprised that permission to dig the site has been granted. The initial document submitted by Conrad suggests that the barrow has been left undisturbed from ancient times. The stones are still standing and are very impressive from the images I have seen. They are all unique with individual shapes and character. Barrow Hill has so far been kept out of the tourist eye, and even local people avoid the area. I hope this means the dig goes uninterrupted. But then the hippies arrived. June 18th. Conrad's timetable for the dig arrived this morning. His objectives are clearly set out. Our first task will be to establish authentication of the stone circle by digging a test pit trench around each stone. Any finds will be received and soil sample collected from each strata. All collections will be initially examined before being shipped off for detailed scientific investigation, photography and conservation, which Mr. Morse tells me he has already arranged. The trenches will need to be recovered almost immediately, as members of the public could turn up at any moment. Thankfully, storing the soil and turf is not a problem. June 21st. I had another letter from Professor Morse. He is keen to begin work on the site and has asked me to join him in Cornwall. I shall leave later this week and meet Conrad at a small branch line and train station known as Wickwood. I can't wait. June 25th. The Barrow Hill site is amazing and unspoiled, with exception to the service station that will be home for the coming months. All the equipment is unpacked and ready. There are some friendly staff here at the service station. They seem pleased to have guests staying. I have the feeling this area doesn't get many visitors. Tomorrow we begin the first task to establish the site's authenticity. We will begin with the circle around the apparent barrow. The barrow does seem rather small. No doubt more lies beneath. The concentration of ancient monuments here at Barrow Hill is astounding. How they have survived over the centuries is a mystery to me. July 5th. Conrad has already had the top of the hills surveyed by a geophysics team. They will process the data and send us the results soon. I still find geophysical surveys an amazing asset. To be able to look through the earth and see what is below, using radar or magnetic signals. Some of these words are hard. Interpretation will be interesting. There we go. But nothing is quite like revealing the past, layer by layer. I look forward to putting my trowel to use. And there's a creepy picture here, and either that's one of the stones, or it's a person with a hoodie. July 27th. We have finally begun digging up on the hill. I began the first test pit around a small stone known as Melka. It stands second to left as you enter the circle by the information board. I wonder if this one is important. Second to left. All right. The store is evidently in its original position. I found a small broken pot. After initial study, I packed it up with its contents of soil, ready to send off for further study. What could have been contained inside the pot? We have speculated that the pot is a later addition to the site. It looks too small to have been a burial or cremation. Maybe it was an offering. Conrad has been digging test pit 2 on the exact opposite side of the circle, a stone known as Gafrok. It looks a little like a person with their hands on their hips. In fact, most of the stones look like one thing or another. No wonder there are so many stories about the circle in these parts. Jesus Christ, how many more pages is there? July 29th. The soil conditions here are good for preserving finds. I have dug around the Baligo stone, pit 3 today. It's the first stone on the left of the entrance, according to the service station's notice board. It's amazing. A total of 3 posts have been recovered, one in front of each stone excavated. So far 2 are almost intact. The other is broken into fragments. It looks like the pots have had some ritual significance rather than burial. But what that ritual was may be lost to the corridor of time. July 1st. The weather... Wait, this is... July 27th, July 29th, and July 1st. July 27th, July 29th, and July 1st. Alright, the dates are placed here quite weirdly here, unless I'm just missing something or reading the months wrongly here. July 27th, July 29th, and July 1st. Well, whatever. The weather has been very kind during the day, but the nights have an odd chill about them. When the sun goes down, it plunges this area into total darkness. I have been digging a bit 4 around the Dolmen stone. Another pot is slowly emerging. I hope to lift it tomorrow, to the safety of the fine stray. Conrad has been looking around the outer circle these last few days. He says he is trying to understand the possible purpose of the site. He didn't visit the circle at all today. I saw him sipping away at his hip flask near the altar stone, deeper in the woods. July 4th. Conrad has been helping me excavate around the hammerstone. We dug a larger trench this time, number 5, and took further soil samples for analysis. We uncovered another broken pot in the process. That's 5 pots now. All those pots. Conrad has become a little less chatty. I guess his mind is busy working on ideas. It feels a little lonely here. The staff at the service station are nice, but simple. One girl, Maggie, is studying in night school and hopes to go to university. At least she has some ambition to do more than serve chips. July 5th. No matter how deep I dig, there is still no sign of the hammerstone's base. Conrad said to leave the trench for now and move on the Kailae stone. I have begun trench 6 to the right of the entrance, and next to the stone known locally as Gafrok. I have backfilled the trench like we did with the others. The site still looks as it did before. Once the turf is replaced, you wouldn't even know we had been there. July 6th. Whilst I continue my excavations at the Kailae stone, Conrad becomes trench pit number 7 around the tallest stone. It stands toward the rear of the circle as you approach the center. I wonder about the origin of the stones' names. Conrad's current excavation is around Henrik, which we are told it is known as. These are some weird... I wonder what these are. Maybe these are the circles or the stones or... I don't even know what they are. Jesus, how many more pages are there? This morning I found a bunch of fern leaves attached to my motel room door. No doubt someone thought it was funny. Actually, it looked quite nice. July 9th. Conrad is working around other areas of the site, leaving me working on the trenches. He asked me, additionally, to look at the outlying men here, known as the sentry stone. He was quite insistent. I have left the other trenches whilst I do that. July 13th. I have dug deep, to what seems to be the base of the sentry stone. There were no dramatic finds, unlike the stones in the circle. I think I saw some small gargoyle-like lumps in the soil. I have set the sample to be looked at under the microscope. Conrad has locked himself away in the motel. I assume he had some bad news. He's often writing away in his journal. He's funny. He carries around his PDA and modern gadgets, but scribbles in an old notebook. I guess he can afford to be eccentric. July 15th. This morning we discovered that the trench pits have been refilled. We had lifted the turf, as always, and stacked it ready to place back. However, this morning all was relaid neatly, almost as if the ground has not been disturbed. Some tools were found broken into undergrowth. Somebody doesn't want us here and is messing about with the excavation. Conrad has left in his jeep, saying he will return with some remote cameras. They will allow us to watch the site after nightfall. I hope he returns soon. Even in his increasingly severe state, it is nice to have company. August 2nd. Conrad and I have been busy surveying the other area. Yet again, this time we tried to use his GPS system to plot the shape of the land. I fear the machine is broken, and the signal here is erratic. We won't be able to get the digital map Conrad wanted. I will have to draw up our own plans. Another weird symbol there. August 20th. We have heard from the lab. The report on our dig finds has arrived. I was surprised to read who was working at the other end. I haven't seen Lucy in a long time. If things had been different back then... memories. September 5th. Received another letter from Lucy. She hopes to visit Barrow Hill. That would be nice. She'll also get a chance to see the site for herself. I spent a few hours this afternoon visiting our neighbor. The local radio station, BHR, broadcasts from the other side of Barrow Hill. Despite the area being returned to its marsh-like habitat, Mrs. Harry seems to be making the best of the situation. I think she has plans to run the place as a wetland center. Well, she gave me a bundle of bumper stickers and flyers. I guess I shall have to listen to her show. Just how many freaking pages are there? September 10th. Finally found my journal. Time for a long overdue update. I have no idea why it vanished. Stolen? During the night the dig equipment was scattered around the area and the tent was half knocked to the ground. There have been some protests recently, which haven't helped matters. They are doing more damage to the site than our archaeology ever could. George, the manager of the service station, has allowed us to use the empty motel room to store some of our equipment, to protect it. The room has only just been decorated, so I promised that there would be no muddy spades and boots. He sent Ben over to help us move the equipment. Protesters are vandals. September 12th. Rain, rain, rain. I think Conrad has been singing in his room. I have heard some strange sounds at night, not helped by the blasted wind chimes nearby. Ha! Perhaps he was singing along with them. September 15th. The rain has just let up. The nearby well was overflowing today. I shall have to look up more details about the well and the legend of Saint Anneka. Something is inscribed on a slab, which is erected outside of the entrance, but isn't clear enough to read. Other wells I have visited have usually developed from a pagan myth or legend, later to be associated with a Christian saint. Wells are often reused ancient religious or pagan sites. September 19th. Tomorrow we will begin phase 2 of the dig. We are going to start at first light. We are going to start at first light to give ourselves a longer day. The aim is to authenticate and perhaps date the Barrow itself. Exciting times. This will be the first exploratory trench to open up the mound. Sometimes I wonder if we are doing the right thing, but Conrad's enthusiasm is persuasive. What we find will help us to protect the site in the future, but I feel a strong sense of unease. I am bound to be busy over the coming weeks. This dig has been an adventure, and phase 2 will take it to a whole new level. In fact, it'll be a level below. Ah, there we go, finally. So much reading. Didn't expect to read this much in a point-and-click adventure game. And more sites. That seems to be a trailer of some sort. And either that's a tree or it's some sort of a signal tower. Anything else? What do we have here? Just pictures of seagulls. And another map. Alright, so we are here again. So it's basically a map of the same area as the last one, but more detailed. I wonder what these rows or arrows or whatever they are and what they mean. And what do we have here? Barrow Hill Radio.
Hey, Bob, you're looking good these days. My hair's starting to thin, whereas time's not caught up with you.
Well, Jim, it's all down to my new shampoo.
It brings my hair back to life and makes me feel more youthful. Wow! How does it do that?
Wow!
It's marine enriched, reviving my hair's life and vitality with organic fish oils. It's a natural restoring hair tonic from Aqua Sensations.
I'll have to get some myself. What's it called again?
Omega-3 Regeneration. With Omega-3 Regeneration, you'll soon be looking and feeling 20 years younger. You should see what it's done to my cat.
There's a place for you at Starpipe Bingo.
Or let's just...
Great.
Shut up for now. Wow! I think I'm losing my voice slowly but surely here, the more I speak. But what do we have here? Oh! A gardening tool, but I don't know what it's called in English. And there seems to be a brush there, but apparently we can't pick it up or do anything with it. So I guess it's nothing important. So what do we have here? Hi Pete. I saw an article about the dig in the newspaper today. It condemns those working on it and anybody supporting it. So not overly positive. It's a small, cheap article. Even so, you know there are some fanatical people out there. They are opposed to the idea of any archaeological investigations. A small site like Barrow Hill is bound to upset them, especially those based down in Cornwall. They think the county is an island, cut off from the rest of us. The article has the usual big mouth quotes and some ridiculous talk of evil tidings. What are these people like? Be careful. You know how obsessive some people can be. Hopefully the site is secure and Conrad knows his enemies. Lucy. Oxbridge Institute of Archaeological Studies, Balzac Road, Oxbridge, 8 September 2005 even. 2005. And I guess there's nothing else in there. So now we got travel. Alright, so that's what it's called. And I don't think we need to do anything with the radio. It's just there. I can't really see... I can't see out very well because the light is reflecting on the mirror. Not the mirror, the window glass. Use that? I don't know. Well, I think this is all we can do for now. Anything interesting here? Nope, apparently not. Wow, what about here? What is that in the sink? It's not water, I'm quite sure. But there's nothing I can do here. Alright, so now what I was thinking of doing next is to go back here. There we go. We go back where we came from last time. And then we try to find those stairs again and see if we can go there now that we got a lantern. There's the stairs. Now we use the lantern. Alright, and now we can move forward. Yes, there we go. Mushrooms. Creepy as all hell. And these are the mushrooms, but I don't seem to be able to do anything with them. Let's check what mushrooms those are. They were red, so it could. No, it's not that. Could be these poisonous ones. Amanita saponaceum, dryad lumber. Deadly poisonous. Oh, they could have been this one. Amanita vulva, tawny crisette. Must be well cooked, not recommended. Alright. Is this a dead end? Oh, no. Wait, where the hell did I go? Oh, I'm back here. Alright. Let's go back. Stop the deck. Stop the deck. Save Barrow Hill. Permission has recently been granted to destroy one of England's most important ancient monuments in the name of archaeology. Conrad Morse has been given the go-ahead to rip up the ancient stone circle and burial mound on Barrow Hill, including the outer circle and stone row, in pursuit of archaeological glory. Despite claims that the investigation will preserve any finds and the site as the protected monument, Morse is no more than a self-righteous treasure hunter. The area has never been disturbed before and should be left in its natural state, now dissected and put under microscope. The excavation is already underway, and your support is needed to save as much of the site from desecration as possible. The archaeologists must be stopped. Ah shit, I can barely read this. Join the protest on Barrow Hill and send your letters of complaint to your Lord Council and County Heritage Representative. Alright. Stone Circle and Barrow Hill. Barrow Hill Service Station, Motel and Cafes. Alright. To Winwood Train Station. Woodland Footpath Walks. To St. Awful to Sore Point. Alright. I mean, why can't we pick this thing up? I mean, it's a map. It's a useful thing to have, you know. Alright, so which way was it to the stones? Oh, I think this is a place. Oh yeah, this must be it. Oh, and the music just became... Oh shit. And the lights are going out for some reason. Holy crap. Check out the lantern, please. What's going on here? Shit. Crap. What the fuck is going on here? What? Oh my god. The stone moved, apparently. What the... What? What the fuck? Don't tell me we just died. Oh no. That's not an ordinary rock. That's clear. What the hell is that thing? It's glowing and shit. Okay. Okie dokie, that was confusing. So, did we die, or what the hell just happened there? Oh, I didn't want to touch the stove. Oh, fine, fine. So, I think this means that our way to the site is blocked. Yeah, it looks like it's blocked. Oh, wait, I didn't click anything this time. I didn't click anything this time. Well, fine. Lesson learned. Don't go near the rock. It will fuck you up and burn you and rip your soul out of your body or something, I don't know. Alright, so screw that and let's leave. So that way is blocked now. Wonderful. I have no idea where I'm going. Oh. Came back here. Let's just move forward. Oh, there we go. Ah, and now we can get back downstairs. Oh, go down. Alright, well, I guess we can just go back to the service station. Anything new happened here? And we can also go back to the forest through this way. What about this other way here? I can't see shit. Oh, there we go. Oh, there's a telephone. Maybe we can call someone. Assuming this thing even works. Of course it doesn't. Okay. I couldn't quite make out what they were saying. Alright. But yeah, it's not working. Of course it isn't. Phones never work in horror games. What does this sign say? Oh wait, it's not a sign, it's just a post. Alright, and oh! Thought it was a person there for a second. But no, it's just a scarecrow. Oh wait, is that how you call them? Oh wait, as a Scarecrow is also the villain in Batman series, but were these things called scarecrows? Yeah, they were called, yes, they were. Alright. Can I open this? Oh, there's a vehicle here. Can I use this thing? Apparently not. Not yet anyway. Oh, what do we have here? Maybe it's a swamp. Let's go back here and see where else we can go from here. Oh! Oh shit! The rocks have attacked this car! What has this car ever done to you? Oh, this must be Conrad's PDA or GPS. Oh, we picked it up. Alright. And we can use it anytime we want. Conradia Weekly. Barrow excavation. Conrad Morse, noted archaeologist, professor and gentleman, has surprised archaeology circles after gaining permission to dig Barrow Hill. Following permission from the English Archaeological Committee, he will investigate the little-known and untouched enigma which is Barrow Hill. The site has until now been left alone and undisturbed. The monument is not recorded on maps or surveys, and the area has never been touched throughout the centuries it has stood. Barrow Hill as a site has baffled some superficial studies, shrouded in myth and legend. It stands on and around a natural wooded hill. Some stories claim that the monument is a man-made representation of the ancient Cornish kings. Controversy incited locals during the mid-1960s when the construction of a service station went ahead near the Barrow site. With locals avoiding the area, it went unnoticed until completion. Mystery still surrounds the disappearance of the construction workers, but the attention promoted visitors to the area. The stories have since become part of local folklore, and the area only raised its head from myth and legend when a telecommunications mobile mast was installed near behind service station. So that was the the post mast we just passed. To add to local mystery and unease, the workers of 2001 disappeared from the very site. The police have yet to discover their whereabouts. The existing archaeological information available on Barrow Hill is due to the work of the missing professor Amelia Rumford. Notes, sketches, surveys and studies were found abandoned in her satchel bag at the site. This further missing person only added to the folklore of demons and danger at the ancient site. And then we got this sticker again. Barrow Hill Radio. Tune your radio into 15.3 for the fabulous sounds of Barrow Hill Radio, your local radio station from on top of the world. And ancient stones of Cornwall. Oh, these are real life pictures. Interesting. Very interesting. So these stones really exist in Barrow Hill, I take it, in real life Barrow Hill, because this place is based on a real location. Interesting. Okay, yeah, but I think I'm actually going to end this episode here now. And in the next episode, well, I guess we are going to investigate this car some more and see if we can get any use out of it, and see possibly even investigate these rocks as well, unless they burn us and kill us as well, like the last one did. But yeah, we'll see what else we can do in the next episode. Now then, thank you for watching once again, and see you next time for more Barrow Hill, Curse of the Ancient Circle.